So I'll show you my task folder.
Yeah. So first you explain whatever you have done since our last meeting, and after that I will give my comments, feedback, or question.
Okay. So far I've created 3 tables. I created the training programs data set.
Share your screen.
Yes.
Share your screen, and you can show your task file.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, so far I've used MySQL and I've created 3 tables. The first one was training programs, and I had a very small data set initially. So you had told me to expand it to 10,000 rows, which I've done here using Python. So this is the CSV file. And I've included more parameters as well. Then I used MySQL to, I've created a report here to show my screenshots and what queries I have executed. So yeah, I imported that CSV file and I checked for missing or null values and executed some queries to get information from the data set, like the average training cost, excuse me, find the average duration, most expensive, least expensive trainings, and other queries as such. So yeah.
Yeah, open your task file. Okay. And last time I gave you the feedback. Have you written down those feedback somewhere?
Yes, I have.
Can you just open it? Okay. So I identify all necessary data sources and tables required to analyze training program data and its effectiveness in employment. Okay. So which all tables you have figured out which might be required?
So far, I have training programs data set, which I just showed you. And then the second is job seekers data, so all their information, and then the post-training outcomes. So after training, whatever details they've been employed or not, and certificate completion, etc. So basically 3 tables.
Okay. So can you do one thing? You write feedback on, then write down the date when we had this feedback.
Yeah.
Not here. You have in the top, right? Feedback.
You want me to write the date?
Or you can just say hyphen date when we had this feedback.
Okay. It was on 21st.
Okay. So similar to you can just bold it and create one more section like feedback.
Should I create another one here?
Yeah, I mean one more section you create. Come down.
Okay.
So feedback and then to this. So now that you have basic ideas, right, what kind of data it may be, what are the different tables and all. So now I will take you to the original tables which we have.
Okay.
Okay. So write down a task here. Get the database scripts from Nachiket.
Yeah. Can you please repeat?
Get the database scripts from Nachiket. Related to trainings and users. Insight is something which you are going to create. Right? So trainings and user
Results. Okay.
candidates, not results. Users.
Users. Okay. Sorry.
Users. So now you will analyze those tables and you'll see that is meeting your requirement, or you need any updation or any changes in those tables.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Okay. And then analyze the tables.
All right.
You write down, the next task is analyze the tables. So the next point you had is understand what an RDBMS is and how MySQL work as an example. Did you do that?
Yeah, I have.
No, don't write. This was the previous feedback I'm reading out.
Yes. Okay.
So
Okay.
I'm asking you, what did you do on that point?
So I was just familiarizing myself with different databases. I know there's RDBMS, there's Graph, and then there's NoSQL. So I first worked on RDBMS, which basically requires relations, understanding of relations, and there's different types of SQLs within that, MySQL and PostgreSQL. I'm working with MySQL at the moment.
But did you take up any tutorial, YouTube videos? How did you do that?
Just like there's Geeks for Geeks, right? That website. So I basically read through that.
Fine. Then you got the now database table structures, NoSQL database, that understanding you get, right? Not right?
NoSQL, I have not worked on it before, so I still have to learn that. And if I have any doubts, yes, I'll ask you because I've not worked on MongoDB and similar types.
So can you do one thing? Take up a quick tutorial of 2 to 3 hours on NoSQL database and get back to me.
Yeah.
Write down. Go through a tutorial of 2 to 3 hours on NoSQL. These are all preliminary. Okay, so these are mandatory to learn before you go further. And work on the database design, ER diagrams, and relationships. So did you make any database design?
I mean, RDBMS is a database design, right? SQL. So that is something I'm working on. But ER diagrams and relationships, that's something I have to still work on.
Okay, so can you mark that point as red?
Yeah.
The previous feedback. So you
Should I
need
just
to
highlight?
do this. Okay. Yes, highlight it and mark it as red. See, database design is not that. So ER diagram is the database design basically. Okay. Where you have all the specification of the tables, columns, everything. So after that, your data volume will come. We will come back to that. Implement data transactions, then incorporate diverse data types, implement data tables. So these all will come later. So remaining 4 points also market is great. So the first 2 points, identify all necessary things and understand what RDBMS is. Those 2 points you mark it as green. Then explore RDBMS, that point you mark it as yellow. This is in progress. Once it is done, you'll mark it as red, green. Okay. So these all, so I'll be reviewing thoroughly, okay, so that you learn a lot, okay,
Okay.
and accordingly you can shape up your project.
Sure.
Okay, so do it as fast as possible, and then we will catch up in a day or so.
All right.
If you have any doubts or anything, get back to me. So Nachiket should be able to help you. He will be the first point of contact. If it is not resolving, then get back to me.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Anything else other than this?
No, not at the moment.
Oh. Carry on then. Keep it up.
Okay. Thank you. Should I stop?
Yeah, we can.
this?
Yeah.